Customization, transparency, profit. The HedgeBetter sports betting platform is a revolutionary concept that creates a competitive advantage for every party involved in the sports betting process. We are putting the odds in your hands, cutting out the middleman, and empowering a future generation of sports bettors. Look for the HedgeBetter sports betting platform coming in 2023. In the meantime, visit us at www.hedgebetter.com, follow us on Instagram at HedgeBetter, and subscribe to the HedgeBetter YouTube channel.
Back right at it, episode 81. Welcome to Steele and Nazz, presented by HedgeBetter, sponsored by Slide Edge Fitness and Performance out of Braintree and the law offices of Patrick J. Foley. Guys, how are we doing tonight?
Doing great.
Hot.
Great episode.
Yeah, we had Bobby Lights Out Laing, Rough N Rowdy Heavyweight Champion of the World from your local branch back at home in Braintree. How'd it go, Magic? Because me and Showtime were not able to get there, but heard great things.
Great interview. Excited for everyone to hear it. Lots of... what's my favorite Bobby Laing interview?
The next one.
Easy.
Exactly.
Love having him on. He brought a nice friend in the One-Eyed Wolf. We also had CEO of HedgeBetter, Justin, on, and great to see him behind the camera. Energy was high. We had a great day in here.
Got some big stuff coming here.
Yeah. Kings of Combat, you'll learn everything you need to know about that in this interview. And everything that's coming.
Talk a little
it's coming in fast.
Celtics final talk here. Talked into what are the tips and secrets for the Celtics to pull off a win here.
Yeah, big Celtics Game 7 victory over the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler is a dog, but the Celtics prevail and move on. We're going to play a tough team in the finals, and we had our predictions. You're not going to like some of them, and you might like some of them, but no, we gave it to you straight. I think we gave it to you straight.
I agree with that.
Let's throw it out there to seven-time Steele and Nazz guest, Bobby Lights Out Laing.
Welcome to Steele and Nazz. We got a big one today.
Yeah.
Steele's
Champs
here.
here.
Champs here. One-Eyed Wolf is in the house. The CEO of HedgeBetter, Justin Fine.
Oh, you're actually on it today?
He's on it.
The guy. HedgeBetter himself.
Wait, so who's gonna do our behind the scenes camera shit?
No one.
So it's all just rolling. I said, yeah.
What if it gets fucked up halfway through and we just talk for an hour and no one hears it?
It's working.
I really hope no. We got. We're looking at four
Just pray for the best, man.
This wouldn't be the first time this has happened.
No.
I went on a podcast one time where this happened. We talked for an hour straight, and at the end, the guy realized he wasn't recording.
I remember you saying
We're rolling. Everything's good.
Everything's
good.
See you guys later.
We're rolling.
Not doing that again.
They were like, "We're gonna do that again." And I was like, "No."
How do you do that?
It won't be authentic this
Yeah.
time. I told a story. I'm like, I can't recreate the moment.
It's all done.
The moment's coming past.
See ya.
Let's talk about the big moment. Well, lots of this episode's. I've been dying for this all day today. This is a big fucking episode. Steele's even skipping Boston Calling for this. So.
Yeah, big time.
Big
time. Yeah, well, I'll be
He's
there.
He's gonna
later.
go.
Oh, you are? What time to start?
You wanna?
Like 2, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
I was gonna go today, but when it was Foo Fighters. But
You want to keep
I bought the tickets 2 years ago, and they just rolled over. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll go this year.
I'm going Sunday for Metallica.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Oh, you'll be there? All right,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
All right, well, link up.
Let's get it.
VIP or general admission?
General admission.
Fucking peasant.
Fuck it, I'm not a champ. It's not fair.
Nah,
Let's get right into it.
I'm always cool about general. I actually like general admission better. I think it's more fun. But when it's something I really want to see, I want to have a spot that I can I'll probably hang out in the general admission area for most of the night.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
When Metallica comes on, I want to see that. I'm going to my more expensive area.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Metallica should be good.
Absolutely.
And they have their own bathrooms in the VIP area, and I was like, all right.
That's a big thing.
That's a game changer.
Yeah,
no, that's massive.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I'm not shitting in a fucking porta potty.
No.
I won't name names, but I have a friend who, at a festival, the line was so long for the bathroom, he just pissed himself, in front of, just in the middle of everybody. He came back with 2 drinks and just a wet crotch.
Why didn't he just go behind it?
I would have whipped it out.
Were there trees? No trees?
I can't, I don't want to give it away, but there was nowhere you could go. We were just, he had no options but to piss himself or hold it. It was one of 2 things.
Why don't you just hold it? Yeah. And then
he tried.
Hey,
tried
that's a lot of grit. Respect.
Yeah.
I feel like I would do that.
That's an outrageous.
It was a long day of drinking.
Yeah, I guess I hope that's at the end of the night.
I would
Anyway,
have exhausted every other option before that.
Yeah, it was the end of the night. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well. But anyways, all right, let's get back.
Do you have a
boxing?
Do you have a locker room nowadays at your?
Yes.
Are they treating you right now?
Yeah, I made sure of it this time. I was like, got ahead of that. I was like, all right, like, I don't want to sound like a fucking diva, but I think I've earned the right to at least have my own fucking locker room. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not asking for much. Like, it doesn't have to be anything special. It could just be a room with a chair, or a fucking bench. You know what I mean? But I was like, I should have my own room. Like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to share with all these random people that I don't know. Like,
100%.
You know what I mean? And they were like, yeah, we were gonna do that anyway. So I was like, all right, cool. So I had a room, and I always invite everyone in anyway. Like, I let like all my friends share it with me. Like,
You are the people's champ.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Everyone fucks with you at
Like-
this, especially now after this, dude.
well, it's just funny because
Booty Daddy, what did you think of him?
Oh, absolute clown, biggest fucking loser on the planet. Hate him. Like,
Have you like spoken to him at all since that terrible fight?
No, because he's a fucking bitch and he deleted his social media. I couldn't wait to message him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow, he did?
Yo, as soon as
He
left
went
the-
ghost. He went ghost mode after this
Like
fight.
literally, as soon as the fight
Yeah.
was over, like gone.
I know.
Wow.
And he claims that it got he didn't delete it. It got deleted because his like behavior. He got like too many warnings or whatever.
I
But
did see him sit. Did you watch the Dave Portnoy show?
Yes.
Thoughts on that?
All right.
He
so-
looked like a complete jackass
Yes, he did.
again.
So at first, when I found out he was going on the show, people were like texting me like, "Dude, they're having that kid on the Dave Portnoy show." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, I was mad. I'm like, "They're really giving this kid more screen time." But then I watched it, and Dave shit on him so bad that I was like, "That was worth it." I'm glad he went on. Like, Dave crushed his soul. Like, I thought I crushed his soul when he quit, because when somebody quits, it's like you mentally beat them. Like, this kid just tucked his tail between his legs and fucking quit to a fucking crowd that was just booing him. Like, he just looked like the absolute biggest clown on the planet. I thought it couldn't get any worse for him until he went on the show. and Dave just, like, put the final nail in the coffin.
Still talking
like,
trash like he was too. Like I didn't see that coming.
I know.
I should have, because the guy's obviously got like screws loose.
Yeah, no, that guy, like,
He
some,
has, like,
yeah.
a mental illness.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Like,
Like,
he's-
something is definitely wrong with him.
That
For
or-
him to say that he was the aggressor and like fought a good fight, like what in the fuck was he?
He just tried to tackle and then he quit.
Yeah,
he didn't
legit.
fucking.
He tackled me for 2 straight rounds and quit. And let the record reflect. I gotta get this off my chest.
set it straight.
So, all these fucking losers in the fucking comment section, I keep seeing all these people chirping, saying that I was just as guilty of wrestling, like it was half my fault. Let's get the record straight. No, it fucking wasn't. and
what are you gonna do if someone's wrestling you? You gotta kind of
let me explain
do it back.
something, because to the untrained eye, okay, I get it. Sometimes a camera angle, to someone who doesn't really know fighting, the untrained eye, you might not be able to tell, because I kept landing on top, so they're probably like, oh, he's landing on top, and he must be the one doing the wrestling. No, couldn't be more wrong. He was fucking grabbing me and trying to take me down so hard with all his might that he kept fucking pulling me down on top of him. Like, he would try to fucking wrap me up and slam me, and all I would do was like turn my shoulder, and I would just fall on top of him. So every time I landed on top of him, that wasn't me. That was him. He couldn't even wrestle me properly. Like, he was such a bitch, and he's trying to wrestle me, but he's trying to slam me, and it ended up backfiring and him slamming me onto him. Like, but all the people saying I didn't wrestle 1 fucking second of that fight. I was trying to fucking throw punches the whole time. He was fucking grabbing me and fucking wrestling me the whole time. And anytime I landed on top of him, it was him pulling me down on top of him. It was not me fucking doing it. So anyone saying that I wrestled, go fuck yourself. I'll literally beat the fuck out of you too if you say it to my face. Like,
Straight from the champ.
One thing I just want
come up
to
to me at a bar and say it to my face, I'll knock you the fuck out. How's that sound?
hey, one thing I want to point out too that I 100% noticed, and if you go back and watch the footage, because we did some videos and we were watching the footage, right? And if you look, like all of the footage he did beforehand, right? Like the promos he was cutting ahead of time, like he looked super confident, like he's, like he was super cocky. But like when you go back and you watch him, when he finally met you in person and stood toe to toe with you, you could see the fear in his eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm not just
What,
saying
at the
that.
weigh-in?
Yeah,
At the weigh-in and at the press conference. Like not only that, but like when you started yelling,
Oh, yeah.
he like puppy dog. Like
Yeah.
he was not the same dude
No.
in person. Like he showed up, stood toe to toe, and was instantly like, "What the fuck did I just get myself in?"
Yeah, it's easy to make a video talking
knew,
shit.
like,
Like, it's different to
100%,
like get in the
like-
ring.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I mean,
talking
it's
shit's one
kind of
thing.
hard to make a video talking shit.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Backing it up is a
Yeah.
whole other
Exactly.
story.
That's a good point.
Because I'm one of the kings of talking shit, and
But you
for
back it
seeing-
up.
Yeah, and seeing what
That necklace is sick, by the way.
it's made by my sponsor / jeweler, Asmar Jewels in Worcester. So
Shout out.
There we go.
That's
There
the
we
guy.
go.
You gotta go see him. He's the guy. But anyways, yeah. So talking shit is an art. You know what I mean? He definitely had that aspect of it. But you got
Not really,
when
though.
you talk shit, you gotta back it up. Like Mike Tyson says, everyone got a plan until they get
Yep.
punched in the mouth, and he him and his noodle.
He got
legs.
punched in the fucking.
He didn't even want that, with the whole wrestling thing. Like when he fought Trapzilla, him and Trapzilla were back. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the whole but with I'm not even calling him that name, Noah. I'm not even
no,
calling him
exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't even deserve that name.
Right.
Small dick, booty dad. I like that clown picture you guys put out. It was excellent.
Yeah, we'll call him Big Clit. But yeah, that was actually like putting body to body. He was trying to put his body against him, and his legs were just falling out from underneath him because he.
I forgot about
Yeah,
Trapzilla.
nothing. Yeah.
He didn't want no,
That's why he
nothing.
quit.
he didn't want no smoke.
Because he's saying he hurt his shoulder. First of all, there's video evidence that proves that he's lying because he claims he hurt his left shoulder, gets out of the ring and punches Shizat in the face with his fucking left hand. So it's like, all right, let me
he
get
a
this
lefty?
straight. He's a lefty, yeah. So it's like, all right, so you can throw punches with your left hand when it's to a kid who's half your size, but when you're in the ring with me, all of a sudden you can't throw punches anymore. You gotta quit. Come on. It's like, buddy, the video doesn't lie. You're full of shit. You're a fucking clown. You're lying. Like,
Quitting is. I mean, that was the ultimate. At least do the third. I think. Would you compare him to Canseco? I think he was up there with. This was as bad as Canseco.
I agree that
Just because Canseco didn't talk that type of shit.
Well,
Like this guy looks like a fucking.
I would say.
bum.
Well, here's the difference. The difference is Canseco came in 100% intending on just taking a dive.
Came in for his bag.
Yeah.
He
Like,
got
just-
his money.
This guy came in intending to fight.
Yeah.
But then he realized after I ducked like 4 of his punches in a row, he was like, oh shit, I'm in way over my head. This kid's going to kill me. Then he resorted to trying to tackle me. And then he was like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Like, he was probably gassed going into the third round, I bet. Because all that tackling tires you out.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
absolutely.
I could feel his body getting weaker every time he wrapped up on me. I was like, all right, this kid. I'm coming out for the third round. I knew I was going to destroy him. I was like, he doesn't have the energy left in the tank to even wrestle me right now. I was like, I'm going to throw this kid around like a fucking rag doll. I'm going to punch his fucking head in. I was like so confident I was going to knock him the fuck out. Third round, I told my corner, my 2 trainers, well, my trainer, then Ray Hammonds, who's one of the corner guys there, who's like my assistant trainer.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, I'm not even boxing this round. I'm just going to come out and throw fucking haymakers the entire round, and it's going to kill this kid. Like, I was like, because I was like, no point even boxing him at this point.
We're knocking him the fuck out
I
right
was
now.
just gonna come out- third round, I was coming out just throwing fucking bombs at him because I was like, he's too tired to even fucking resist. I'm going to end up catching him. I'm going to drop this fucking clown. And then he quit. And I was just like, so it was the most like unsatisfactory like.
What did you
victory.
say to him when he quit? Like the
unsatisfying.
Yeah,
the
you
footage
were
of-
yelling at
the
him.
footage
Yeah,
of you
you were
screaming at him
screaming
after
at him,
he
I
quits.
told him that
What-
he was a fucking bitch, that I would kill him, that let's go in the parking lot, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I don't know, every mean thing you could think of under the sun. Like, I definitely wasn't like saying good fight.
Yeah, I texted you and your words were just, I'm so mad. And
Because he's a fucking
I could tell,
coward.
yeah. I mean, that was.
After all the shit he said, and he's gonna go and quit like that, like a fucking pussy. Dude, first of all, even if he did hurt his shoulder, which he's lying, he did not hurt his shoulder. Even if he did, like if I hurt my shoulder, I would still fight. I would come out and I'd be like, I have another arm. I'll fight. If I hurt my right shoulder, I would just come out and I would just jab and try to throw left hooks the whole time. If I hurt my left shoulder, I would go into a Philly shell and keep it down low, and I would try to fight. I would come out and fight no matter what.
That's champ
Like,
talk right
I
there.
don't know if-
champ.
Especially with 1 minute rounds. Like, dude, you have to survive 1 more minute. Like, what kind of bitch quits like that? Like, he knew he was gonna get knocked out.
How's he gonna deliver fucking 7 rounds? I shouldn't even feed into his trash talk, but the guy can't even go 3 rounds in the ring. He's saying he's gonna fuck for hours. My ass.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, the guy's a joke.
He definitely jizzes in like 2 seconds. It's all talk.
Biggest joke ever. What did you on the Portnoy show? He also said he had like 2 requirements, that he had his own like locker room and
And
Oh,
His own gloves.
we should talk.
what was
about
up with that?
This is actually a huge thing. So this shows how big of a fucking bitch he is. So, all right, main event. New thing. I don't know if they. This might be new. I don't know if every promotion's doing this down in West Virginia. You probably can shed some light on this. Main event. They provide new gloves for brand new gloves.
Yeah,
They've been doing that for.
that's standardary. Every event has to be like brand new gloves.
Okay. Because I've been the main event a bunch of times. I've never had new gloves.
shit,
They've
new
always
shit.
just given me whatever the fuck. Here
whatever
you go.
was
Here's
there,
gloves. This time though, they were like, they had 3 different brands fresh out of the pack. They opened them out of the pack in front of us. They had it. They called us up to the table. They brought them out, opened them like they were in the package still. They opened all 3 of them.
Yep.
3 different brands, and they told me I get to pick which ones we have because I'm the champ. So
Fair.
he instantly starts going, I'm not wearing the ringside, Jerry. The promoter's name is Jerry. He's like, Jerry, I'm not wearing the ringside. I'm not wearing the ringside. Like, I told you, I can't wear ringside, like being a little fucking diva. And I like ringside. So right away, I was like, the ones that I want to wear, he doesn't want to wear. I was just like, oh, guess what we're wearing?
Perfect.
I made my decision. We're wearing ringside. And his face when I said it, dude, he was just like, no, I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. Like, starts like fucking having a little temper tantrum over it. And I'm just sitting there laughing. Like, I don't care, dude. Jerry's like looking at me to fucking like, meet him in the middle. And I was like, no.
Not a fucking chance.
I was like, the rules say the champ gets the pick, right? I was like, I'm the champ. We're wearing ringside. And
that is completely fair. If that's in the
goes.
rules.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So I was like, what am I doing? And I was like, I don't expect. And then the thing is, I was like, if this kid was like a normal dude, and was like a cool dude with me the whole time, we had no problem. And he was like, hey man, I really don't like the ringside because of whatever reason. Do you mind if we wear these? I would be like, yeah, no problem. But he was such a fucking dickhead leading up to this that I was like, why would I do anything to help this guy? Like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? If he was a normal guy, I'd be like, yeah, dude, I'll work with you. But he's a fucking douchebag. So I was like, nope. The fact that the ones that I like were the ones he hated, I was like, this couldn't have worked out any better for me.
I thought that was crazy that he was saying like the fight. I don't know how serious that was.
Yeah, so
like the fight wasn't going to happen because of these fucking gloves.
Let's move on to that. I'm not done. The story's not over yet.
Keep going.
So like 20 minutes later, whatever, I thought it was already done. I didn't know. Like my trainer was still up there, like arguing with all them. Like it was like a big thing. I'm at the pre-fight meeting, and they come over and tap me on the shoulder, like, "Hey, Bob, you gotta come back over here." And the guy Jerry's like, he's about to go home. Like he's literally not gonna fight if we make him wear the ringside. Like, he's literally gonna cancel the event. Like he's dead serious.
Jesus Christ.
His bags are packed. He's about to go home. Like I was like, is this kid that much of a pussy? Like
basically, yes.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know. Like up until this event, I wasn't even allowed to pick my gloves. I just whatever ones they gave me, I wore. And so the second best ones were the Reyes ones. I actually like those ones too. I honestly I was like cool wearing Reyes. I only advocated for ringside because this guy didn't want them, so I was just being like, fuck him. But normally I was like, yeah, the Reyes ones are just as good. I'll wear those. The only ones I didn't want to wear the title. I don't really like title.
That's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted. Yeah. I was like, he was like, he's not fucking. He's gonna go home. I go, all right, listen. I go, I'm not wearing the title. I was like, I'm putting my foot down. I will not wear the title. I was like, I'll wear the Reyes. I was like, tell the little bitch he can. Tell him I'll meet him in the middle. I'll wear the fucking Reyes gloves and we'll call it that or whatever. So he agreed to wear the Reyes gloves. So we wore those. So. It's just like, what a fucking, like, you're a fighter. How many fights have you been in? Would you ever fucking go home if they told you had to wear different gloves? Like, you know what I mean?
That should be the least of your worries.
What would you?
Like that's fucking crazy. Yeah.
What would you say if you got called up as the main event and your opponent was freaking out, having a temper tantrum about the gloves? Wouldn't you be like right away? I'd laugh. Yeah, that's what I was doing. And I'm like, in my head, I already won. I'm like, this kid's scared. Yeah. He's making excuses already, like about the fucking gloves.
It almost seems like he was using that, like
to set it up. So like
maybe he didn't even like title, and he was just like he said title gloves because like those were the ones you didn't pick. Or I don't, like how fucking different could the fight have gone if he had title gloves?
And the best part too, he brought his own gloves and put them on the table and was trying to get the commissioner was there, like all the people in charge that like regulate this were just like absolutely not. No, like they were because he was like trying to put it on me to like let him wear them, and I was like, "You're not wearing your own fucking gloves." Like I don't know what you did to them.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, you can't fucking get the fuck out of here.
The
fact that he thought you were gonna treat him with an ounce of respect is insane.
I know. Imagine that, like
insane.
Being as big of a dickhead he's been this whole time, and then expecting me to like work with him. But the point is, it didn't even matter because the commissioner was right there. It was like. It doesn't matter what he says. You're not. He was like, you're not fucking wearing them. Like, end of story.
Has there ever been an ounce of any like none of this was all not show? Like he always has talked shit to you. There's never been like a there's never been like a sneaky like, hey, I respect you, man. Nothing.
No, absolutely. I'm in no way, shape, or form.
Like you guys hate each other. Yes, at least you hate him. I don't know what's up with this guy.
If I found out that he went home and killed himself after this, I would be happy. Like I don't
go off, Jim.
I hate this fucking kid. He's a fucking loser. Like if I saw him in real life, I'd fight him in real life. Like
you should.
He's a piece of shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, I mean, that guy sucks.
And I hate him more now that he quit the fight. Like, because it's like he cheated me after all that time. He didn't even give me the opportunity to knock him out because he's a fucking pussy and he quit. Yeah. And then he has the audacity to go on the Dave Portnoy show and say that I'm a pussy and that I wasn't throwing punches.
Well, they put him in his place.
You know what's funny?
Portnoy put him in his place. Thank God.
So stay tuned to my Instagram later. Justin's gonna do it. I screenshot. I went back because after I saw he said that I didn't. He goes, I didn't hit him once. That's what he said. He goes, he didn't hit me once. I screenshotted every single time I landed a punch. Like I have like 100 screenshots of me punching him in the face. I'm gonna post them all over social media today.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, the fucking evidence doesn't lie, dude. Like you say you hurt your arm, then you punched Shazad in the face with that very arm that you claimed you hurt on video. Then you say I didn't hit you, and it's like, dude, there's a video of me punching. I have evidence. I did hit you, and then you quit. So, like, you're a fucking bitch.
Quit and then try to like fight someone else too. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Your thoughts on Shizat standing up for you as the people's champ?
Shizat's the man. He's my fucking boy. I would do the same thing for him.
Well, a little insight to that, because I was talking to Shizat, because I called him like the next day to make sure he wasn't in jail.
I thought I was going to bail him out.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to give him my bail bondsman. So I hit him up. We're talking on the phone with FaceTiming, and he's like, Noah was in his DM saying, like, you know, and he's really about his family. Like, he's like, fuck your Nana. Can I swear on this?
Absolutely.
Bobby's dropped at least 100 fuckings already.
I mean, that's the tip right there, sis. But he was like, fuck your grandma, fuck your Nana, fuck.
Oh my god.
So what happened?
This guy's
was,
annoying.
Soon as Shizat had his chance, and mind you, Shizat was drinking because they're.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he had like 5 of those cups. And fun fact, not to cut you off, they gave me one of those. They gave me a free bottle at Whiskey Pig. Yeah. I looked at it yesterday. It's 100 proof. It's 50% alcohol, dude. And Shizat was drinking those cups like they were
like
water.
Nothing, yeah. Like through the whole Rough N Rowdy.
Shizat, shout out to you.
After his fight, you just see him getting up from Robbie and Big Cat and just come back with like a full glass of fucking whiskey. 2 minutes later, gone.
Where's he from again?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wait,
Putting whiskey down.
No. Brendan Kelly's from Kentucky. Shizat's from Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee.
Same.
Yeah, same thing.
They drink whiskey like it's going out of style.
So he was cocked out of his mind, and he just went up to him and was like, "So what do you got to say now?" Because you know he talked shit about his grandma. And
right.
So he's like,
yeah.
And then that's when he just had his little hissy fit and threw that punch. And
that was
it wasn't even a punch. It was like a rocket.
That was ludicrous that he just quit the fight.
He just it was like, oh, that guy in the stands right there. Like,
I would pay money to see this dude in like a psychiatric like fucking like appointment and just be like, what's wrong with you? Honestly,
dude, when he went on Today Portnoy show, I was like, he has to come on and be like a little bit humble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right,
total opposite.
Completely still doubled down, but it's like the thing is, you lost all your credibility.
Yeah.
You can't double down on the tough guy act when you just got your ass kicked and quit like a bitch and look like a fucking fool, like tackling someone in a boxing match. Like that's unheard of. Like,
I truly wonder like what happens next in life for this guy. I'm just curious. Like, where do you go from there?
I think he was putting all his eggs in one basket and he just fucked it up.
You seen it at that was my favorite part of that whole fucking podcast was. The other dude was like, oh, so is there like another, Rough N Rowdy? Dave was like, no. He's like, no.
Not a fucking chance.
No, you're done.
He's done with us.
Yeah, we're not wasting your time.
The look on his face when he did that, he looked like someone just like fucking
denied him from the fucking Glee Club. You know what I mean? Like
he was all smiles, and his smiles when he first came on. Literally, he looks like such a fucking loser, dude. He's such a bitch. He's all smiles. He's like, hey, Dave, what's up? What's happening? Like all like it's like, how'd you think this was gonna go? They're gonna like be your friend, and then Dave just starts shitting on him. You just start slowly seeing his smile turn to a frown, and he's like, "Oh, maybe I fucked up coming on."
I shouldn't have come on.
Yeah, what was I thinking? Yeah,
I could have just gone home and like gone into oblivion. No one, I would get taught like
I would have gotten forgotten tomorrow. Like
to go on there now, he's got like 500,000 more people seeing. All right, this guy's still fucked up. Got problems.
Like how did he must feel like like a good month after and just like be in Walmart. And people would be like, hey, dude, this motherfucker that was talking all that shit. And, like, you got to live with that because the internet is going to be...
Oh, it's there.
You know
it's there.
So he's screwed
that's a great point.
His kids go to school and be like, your dad's a bitch. No, I'm going to get my dad to kick your dad's ass. No, because your dad can't...
He is truly the first guy who's gone this off the rails in Rough N Rowdy, and that's why kind of we all were like, okay, he's nuts. He's knocked a couple people out. Mate, I don't think he's gonna beat Champ or whatever. He's gonna get his fight because he's
fucking clown.
Heroin addicts, like you said, perfectly. But yeah, like he's gonna be in Walmart, remembered as like the loser.
He's gonna be fucking working at Walmart because
possibly, yeah.
He doesn't have a job.
Yeah, get in the carts.
No, it's a quitter.
I'd fire that guy.
Look, if you're gonna be a good villain, like obviously you're not gonna be liked, but you have to be respected to be a good villain. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, and obviously nobody liked him, but nobody respected him either, especially
The Dark
after
Knight
that.
Rises. Would you have respected Bane if the first time him and Batman fought, Batman just beat the fuck out of him, and Bane just like quit and ran away?
No.
You'd be like, all right,
not a bit.
guys, Gotham's safe. This guy's a fucking pussy. He's gonna, you know what I mean? But Bane came out and beat the fuck out of Batman, so it was like, all right, this guy's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Shit.
The only factor he has is he's insane enough that he's semi-funny to laugh at. Like that, That's about it. That's all he's got going for him.
His whole shtick is ruined because he didn't back it up. So now it's like, you can't sit there and talk crazy like he has been because people are just like, yeah, you're not gonna do any of that. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You've already proven that you're not gonna do anything that you said you're gonna do. So I don't know. He's done. I feel like we've already fucking given him more time than he deserves.
I agree.
So I think it's time.
Way
to
too
move
much time. You shouldn't even have had to fight him, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm glad he's done. We're done with him. Now it's time to move on to the next.
Did he get paid for that?
Yeah.
Hold on. This live?
Yes.
All right, hold on.
You got to take a piss.
This is like an NFL draft. No. Like.
All right. Here we go. Big announcement.
No.
That's right. Bobby Laing, everyone, taking his talents to another promotion. I'm still in Rough N Rowdy. Before anyone asks, I'm Rough N Rowdy for life, ride or die. I got the green light from them. Barstool gave me permission to do this. Fighting in July, I'm fighting for Kings of Combat.
July 16th.
Yeah, July 16th, Kings of Combat. I'm still gonna fight in Rough N Rowdy. So don't. I'm not doing one or the other. I'm doing both. I'm fucking fighting everywhere now.
Totally legal.
Yeah.
In Braintree, Mass, hometown.
Yes. Kings of Combat. I'm putting this back on backwards because I look better with it backwards. I don't really like the way it looks on me front.
So I got it. I'm representing.
Yeah.
Back.
Great hat though.
Merch
Great hat,
available, by the way. Shirts, hoodies.
Yeah, it's all out there.
Hats. The logo's sick.
Yeah,
it's
for sure. All that.
dope looking stuff. Like buy this shit.
The hoodies, by the way, I really.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you have any on hand? I was gonna buy one.
So
today.
honestly, I got a couple hats on hand that I can grab. I got to get the hoodies and t-shirts in. Shout out! I just want to give a quick shout out to Matt Crescenzi, the same dude who is kind of like helping me develop this whole hedge better sports betting platform we got going on here. He's the brainchild behind the Kings of Combat logo. He's like the artist, like the genius. Like he's the shit. So if you like the merch,
your
like
shit,
Kings of
kick,
Combat,
guy.
brand, like
Justin's a champ as well.
Right there, yeah.
Justin. So how did Kings of Combat come about? Like what?
Hold on, real quick.
Go
You're
on.
probably wondering, One Eye Wolf being on. What? That was out of nowhere.
Yeah. True.
It's pretty out of left field. We didn't see that coming. Well, he's fighting in it too.
Yep.
So
Let's go. Let's give it up.
So
We got.
He's gonna be right there.
And he needs an opponent. So
Yeah.
talk your shit right now. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, One Eye.
Anybody in the Massachusetts, the tri-state, Connecticut, I don't even care if you're from New York. Come with it, heavyweight. If you over 250, I don't care. I want all the smoke with anybody. Orthodox, Southpaw, I'm fucking you up. I got one eye. What the fuck
good.
is your excuse? You ain't got none. You a bitch. You a pussy. Your
I feel like you just
bitch.
went into full rap mode.
Let's go, yeah.
I'm hyped because I love to fight, but I love to throw that energy in my promotion just as much. Because I want you to feel my fear before you even fucking see me. And that's just how it is. When motherfuckers, they think I'm soft, they think I'm out of shape, they think I'm this, they think, because I got one eye. But when they see my promos and then they see me in the fucking ring, it's a totally different story. Totally different story. So, yeah, if you think you got what it takes, hop on, sign up, and, give a shout out. Let them know that you want to fight the One-Eyed Wolf if you think you got what it takes, and we're going to make it happen.
I don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
We do got a few guys in mind right now, but we're open to suggestions. If you got someone you think you can take them, let's fucking do it.
Do you have an opponent, champ?
Yes. So
can that be announced right? Can we
announce
announce it? Or should we not?
We're still negotiating over money.
We're finalizing negotiations. What do you think? Do you want to say his name?
Yeah, Dylan. Fuck it, Dylan Bostic.
Dylan Bostic. Yeah,
right.
tell him to accept his offer
Yeah.
so we can see him July 16th.
Dylan Bostic. Me and him. So behind the scenes, a while back, we almost fought in Rough N Rowdy. We were like talking, like there was a couple videos getting thrown around of us calling each other out, and for whatever reason, it didn't happen. But we stayed in contact. So when this came about, we were looking for an opponent, and we were just like, "Fuck it, let's do it." So he's got a big following. He should be able to promote the fight good. It should be a big fucking event. He's been training. I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight. But yeah, me and Dylan Bostic, it's gonna be fucking lit. Make sure you fucking watch
It'd be stupid to ask if you're nervous. That's not even really worth asking.
Are you ready
anymore,
for a
right?
real fight instead of a giant dickhead?
Yes, exactly.
Instead of a giant piece of shit.
First thing I thought, I was watching actually his video of him sparring the other day. I was watching it, and I was like, you know what? At least I'm gonna have a real fight this time. You know what I mean? This kid's not gonna come out there and fucking try to wrestle me. He's gonna come out and come out swinging just like me, and it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be entertaining.
We like that.
Did we mention your rounds of 3 minutes? For this fight?
Yeah.
That's huge news.
3 minutes.
That's fucking big news.
Yeah.
I'm graduating from the 1 minute rounds. 3-minute rounds for this one.
Yeah.
Giving the people what they want.
Yeah,
that's what Kings of Combat already delivering. Maybe a little better than Rough N Rowdy. I didn't say it, but maybe. I don't know.
Someone's saying it.
They always say on the broadcast we should really have 3-minute rounds for the main event.
But yeah, if you're watching this,
Kings of Combat's delivering that.
If you're watching this, make sure you follow Kings of Combat, obviously, but go follow Dylan Bostic, the guy I'm fighting, and check him out. So get the shit hyped up.
For sure.
Thoughts on this being in Braintree? Like, how huge is that for both of you? Like, this is both your hometowns. I live in Braintree. I'm not a Braintree guy, but I love that it's right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's unreal.
Honestly,
it's literally 5 minutes from here.
There's gonna
That's
be
awesome.
There's gonna be people fucking like camping out to get tickets for this. It's in fucking. I'm the main event in fucking Braintree, motherfucker. Like the whole South Shore is gonna be there. Like
They better be.
you better get your tickets now. Like
I was debating driving fucking 10 hours to West Virginia like a fucking jackass for this fight. I'm glad I didn't, because like I would have been like, fuck, that was such a waste.
Yeah.
I might have fucking hit that guy if I drove all that way for him to do that shit.
But no, it's gonna be on pay-per-view too. Same thing. Like you'll be able to stream it. So if you're from like another state and you want to just rent it, you can just pay like $20 and rent it. But obviously, if you're in the South Shore and Massachusetts, anywhere in the area, fucking come watch it live. Why wouldn't you? Like
Also, major pro fights on this. If you want to shout out the pro, so there's an exhibition and pro part of the day. Yes.
Yeah, honestly, this event like has evolved so many goddamn times, but now, it's settled on. It's an all day thing. So doors will open around noon, and you can come in, start to grab your drinks, find a spot to set up.
that's key. There's obviously this is a drinking event.
Oh yeah, we're selling booze, baby. We got booze, so come on. We got food, we got booze.
Leave the kids at home.
It's funny. My brother was like, first of all, he was like, you got 2 VIP tickets for me, right? And I was like, yeah, you can fucking buy them. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, dude, trying to make money. I'm not doing this for
fuck out of here.
I'm giving out fucking VIP tickets for free.
You ever noticed?
You're cold.
Ever since you started boxing, people just come out of the woodwork and just.
Yo,
Bobby, I got this idea and I want to, what I mean? Just is like.
Oh no, they all want me to wear this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'll wear that. How much? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm fucking wearing it for free.
School together, bro.
Yeah,
I gave you my fucking fruit pack back in the day.
Yeah, remember those gushes, dude? Like,
come on, man.
You were wicked hungry. If you got your lunch, I gave you that. But no, but anyways, he's like asking if he could bring his baby. He's like, my brother's had a baby, and he's like, can I bring Haley? And I was like, no, you can't bring a fucking baby to it's a 21+ event. Like, it's gonna be, and I was like, he's been at Rough N Rowdy's. I'm like, it's gonna be like Rough N Rowdy. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be hectic, fucking crazy crowd, people drinking. Obviously, fights like
South Shore bloodbath.
I can't wait. I'm getting amped up right now.
I was like, what are you gonna? I was like, you're gonna be sitting there with a fucking stroller, like rocking a baby back and forth.
We all fought in Providence.
Yeah.
You were in Providence. Like that was unreal.
Yeah.
If it's anything like how Providence went down, like this is gonna be the best fucking time ever.
Think of how well people travel to go to Providence.
Yeah.
It's right in their backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna travel. They don't have to travel.
So to answer that, my brother's question, I said no babies allowed. This isn't a baby. This isn't a bring your baby event.
Unless he wants to stay in the locker room with the baby. I mean that.
The baby's not coming.
Shut
Champ is spoken.
Leave the babies at home. All right, this is a fucking crazy fucking fighting event. Yes. Like this isn't. Fucking,
how did it come about?
This isn't fucking Paw Patrol. Like
how did it come about? How did this come about, Justin? Like what made you wake up one day and say, "I just want to fucking do this too"? Like on top of your head better shit and what you do here, everything.
So I'll try to it's a long story, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Basically, first off, I got to shout out not only Barstool and Rough N Rowdy, but Bob, because without them doing what they're doing, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So we got to give them a shout out. And honestly, it really just started because we were doing a podcast. Bob's on, obviously you guys know, Tail the Tape.
Great podcast.
You came on that, right? You were a guest on that show. You've co-hosted the show, right? So
we overlap a lot.
We overlap a lot, right? Exactly. And so we were doing that show, and it originally started. I had an idea called Friendly Fire, and I was like, wouldn't it be kind of sick if we could do a show where we could just get friends or groups of friends to challenge other friends or groups of friends. So you could be my group versus your group, me versus, and you could have a fucking bracket style, who's the toughest.
I like that idea too.
Yo, me and 8 of my boys, we're gonna sign up for the Friendly Fire. We're gonna see who's the toughest in the friend group, right? So something like that. And then obviously I talked to Bob about it. Bob hooked me up with Mike Foley. Shout out Mike Foley and Core Box. He's, the third co-owner with us at Kings of Combat. He does a great job down there. Go to his gym. If you sign up for the exhibition event and you're in the area and need to train, hit up Core Box, Mike Foley. You can go down there. But anyway,
absolutely go.
So he's a great dude. So he hooks it up. We start figuring out, okay, like, can we do this? Is it legal? Like, what are the logistics of it? And it took like a few months and a few different people to kind of like settle on like how we were going to go about it. And then, a guy named Mike Reyes, who does Reyes Boxing and Promotions up in other.
See the guy behind the gloves?
He's the promoter.
But I meant like the Reyes type gloves.
Oh, no.
All right.
That's a coincidence.
Oh, no, yeah, coincidence.
My bad.
Yeah, but he's great. He does shows, all across the country. Like, he's doing a big show in Gillette actually the week after Kings of Combat, and he's amazing. He's done a great job, and he basically, he really liked the idea. He liked, the fact that we had, personalities and guys like Bobby that would be willing to fight. We have a couple local pros from the area, like one, from Braintree that I won't say his name just yet. He's about to sign in a week, and we'll announce him. But he's probably, other than Bobby, Braintree's most famous boxer. Oh, shit. And one of Massachusetts' most famous boxers. So
anyone from Braintree listening right now is like, I know who you're talking about.
Exactly.
Right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
So from there, he just kind of saw.
Say less.
Right. And so he kind of saw the potential for like what we wanted to do. And that was, hey, let's put together an event where we got some exhibition fighters and we showcase and we try to find like the toughest dudes from the area or the state in Massachusetts or New England, whatever. And then we have pro card after, and we do some pro events. And then that evolved into, let's make it an all day thing with 2 separate events, an exhibition card and a pro card. Let's fucking stack the exhibition and pro card with studs from top to bottom. Like, let's serve booze. Like, let's fucking go all out. So here we are.
And you guys nailed the name too. Kings of Combat.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that took a while. That was partially just like trying to find something that hadn't been used yet.
I know.
And I think it actually was used in like Australia for like 1 year, and then it went like extinct or something like
Thank
that.
God.
So, yeah.
Thank Christ.
You've nailed both your company names. That Hedge Better's a fucking great name too, but this thing is going to be big.
Oh, it's
going
to be the biggest.
Big.
July 16th.
Yeah.
The hottest part too was like obviously, I'm from Braintree, as everyone knows. So ideally, we were like, we have to have the first event in Braintree. Like that would be sick. And then we had the other boxer who's also from Braintree. We were like both of us fighting in it from Braintree. It's gonna be a huge local event. So we had to find a place in Braintree that could like hold a lot of people. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. We had to talk to a million different venues and shit. And finally, we got a place that could hold 1,500 people.
So we can. Depending for the exhibition event, we can probably squeeze about 1,500 people in there, just because we're gonna do way more standing than seating.
Okay.
And then for the pro event, we'll probably be able to get about 1,400 in there once we add a little more seats in the VIP section. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And also,
a lot.
probably explain. So both these events, it's all one day. It's just back to back shit. It's like we're gonna do all this exhibition shit. Then it's gonna be like an hour break where you can still hang out and drink, do whatever, and then they're gonna start the next group of fights. So it's like,
yeah, basically. So it is 2 separate tickets, right? So if you want to come to the first event, there's an exhibition ticket that's available. We can either sell. We got physical tickets we can sell you, or you can go to kingsofcombat.co, not .com, .co.
Drop the M.
Drop the M. Kingsofcombat.co. You can buy your exhibition tickets there. You can also purchase any of the pro tickets. We got 3 tiers for the pro tickets. We got a general admission standing. We have a general admission seating, and we have a VIP seating, which is a dedicated seating section.
What's VIP get?
What's VIP get? So
I gotta do VIP.
So VIP is reserved seating with a private bar. So you don't have to wait in line with the rest of the bars. There'll be 2 or 3 other drink stands, and those lines are going to be buzzing all day. So you'll actually have someone serving you, like at the VIP
club or something.
Right. So
fine.
I like this.
And it's obviously it's dedicated seating with like a great view.
Yeah.
So,
should we talk about all like the personalities that are gonna be there and shit too, like other outside the fights?
Let's shout them out.
Yeah, we got like.
Yeah. So shout out, if you guys are on like Instagram and TikTok, and you guys probably know some of these personalities from the Boston area. We got TikTok Tommy Guarino. He's blowing
Steele
up.
Nazz guest.
Steele Nazz guest, friend of Hedge Better, all around great guy. He's blowing up. He's already blown up, but he continues to blow up. He's a great dude, hysterical. He's hardworking, and he's gonna come. And he's bringing some of his buddies. He's got his buddy Chad, the prosciutto Poppy. You guys know him. And his buddy Jake Scaly, three hysterical dudes. They're going to be helping out. We have, if you're from the area, you've probably seen the Boston Cult Classic Oxymorons, right? It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Director Johnny Hickey, he's going to be in the building. He's going to be helping out, doing some commentary, doing some behind-the-scenes work. We're going to have Bobby actually after the exhibition events. Bobby's going to hop on and do some commentary for a bit for some of the pro fights. And we've had a couple other, local boxing podcasts and whatnot reach out and be like, hey, if you need help with commentary, let us know. We obviously have some guys within Hedge Better that we can hit up. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of good personalities, a lot of big names. Not just fighting.
Is Alex Radcliffe coming?
Radcliffe, he texted me like I don't know. Every other week, I'm not sure.
He might be on a TV show.
Yeah.
He might be
He's
on
not
Bravo
on a
or something.
TV show.
Shout out Radcliffe. Hope you're doing good in Hawaii.
Shout out Radcliffe. Great friend of Hedge Better. Great guy. But I won't believe he's there until I see him there physically.
Yeah. Well, if Radcliffe,
he might be.
If you're watching, you have a free pass to come do whatever you want. If you want to come, be a fucking social.
Take the PJ. We know you got the money. We know Neutral's paying you.
Yeah,
get the fight. Get the Kings of Combat out.
And do some crazy shit. Whatever you want to do, make it entertaining. You got a green light to come through. So
yep.
And we're looking for sponsors too constantly.
We're looking for sponsors.
Anyone who wants to be involved in this and be shout out on the pay-per-views or like around the arena.
Yeah, we have 3 tiers of sponsorships, $250, $500, and $1,000. Each gets you a different level of stuff. Each includes what you get in the prior package, right? So if you get the $1,000 package, you get the perks of the $1,000 package plus everything included in the $250 and $500 packages, right? Off the top of my head, I can't name everything, but if you check out the kingsofcombat.co website, the sponsorship information is on there. We'll be posting more stuff on Instagram too, but it'll be good stuff. You'll get dedicated ad reads on the live broadcast. We'll put your logo on the website, post on social media, signage at the event, etc. Depending on what you purchase. Some packages also include tickets, whether those are VIP or general admission. So
seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah. So check those out if you're interested. We'd love to have everyone's support.
What about the ring girls?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
It's funny you say that because that was like the one thing I hadn't even thought of. I hadn't even thought of that, and then one of the guys we're working with today, he calls me and he goes, "Hey, I got a girl interested in a ring girl competition. Can I set that up?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah,
absolutely, yeah, that's a no-brainer."
Yeah.
Do you have like a ring girl announcer? Because that's like a dream. That's I want.
That's all
I'll wear
you.
the seersucker and bucket.
That is all you, Magic Mike. Yeah, hired.
Need this.
Hired.
Should we have girls start like sending us like pictures?
I'll handle all that.
Send your.
I will find.
Yeah. All right, fine. If you're a girl and you want to be a ring girl,
hit up me.
Hit up Mike Medeiros on Instagram. Send him some pictures, videos. If you get a link to your OnlyFans.
What a turn of events for Mike here.
Yeah,
what a turn of events.
Shit just got real for Mike.
Shit just got so real.
Free subscriptions might sway his decision.
I'm so happy. I also want to announce. I'm going to fight in this. I don't think I've officially announced.
Are you going to fight?
I'm going to fight. I believe Coco of the High Slot Podcast.
Is that an? So look, here's
the High Slot Podcast is a little beef with Steele and Nazz for whatever reason. There's a little beef, so as a champ, I have to step up and like.
But here's something
I got to do.
Here's one thing we got to announce though. So real quick, so this is I don't know if we mentioned this is the first event of its kind in Massachusetts, right? And we kind of have like the first shot at it in like exclusivity with it and. The commission has been gracious enough to allow us to do this, but one of the big exceptions is exhibition fighters are subject to the same medical clearances and screenings that a professional fighter is, right?
What are you trying to say?
And so basically what I'm saying is if someone is going to fight in the exhibition, right, if they don't have, there's 5 different tests that you need within a certain time frame to turn in, right, in order to be declared eligible. If you don't have those tests, and insurance won't cover it. No. We have to pay for those tests out of pocket. And all 5 of those tests out of pocket cost us $1,000, right? So we're willing to invest $1,000 into each one of our exhibition fighters, but we have to know that like these are like everyone is like legit into fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
like you gotta do it.
You gotta
bring this-
you gotta
yeah,
do
you
it,
gotta
and
do
not
it,
only that,
yeah.
but like you're gonna sign in a contract saying like, hey, if we
Justin,
pay
I need redemption.
and you don't fight, you owe us $1,000
Yeah.
essentially. But nevertheless, not to scare anybody off. I mean, it shouldn't because we're paying for you to come fight. If you need medicals, we'll pay them. But
I'll give a personal story on that. I fought in Rough N Rowdy. It was a dream come true, and I fucking got booed out of there. I mean, I dropped the bag. I would have paid $1,000 for like how bad that went. That was the most embarrassing.
This is your chance to redeem
No,
yourself.
no offense, Coco. I like you, but like I'm not doing that again. You're not my brother, and like if I send you to the hospital.
wow! All right.
And likewise,
All right.
if you
So
do that
we
to me,
we
whatever.
already got to. all
I
right.
want to. I'm here to
Okay.
fucking put on the show for the people.
All right.
Well,
I
this
will
be the-
not. I can't live with that. That was. I still get shit to this day for that fight.
I'm sure you do, and
This
you
is
will
a-
continue until July. But for you guys, will this be your first 3-round fight? Either you guys?
3-minute round.
3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
I meant.
He's not
So
doing
actually,
3
yeah.
in 1
So
minute.
Bobby's technically the only.
Oh, that's the only one.
Right. He's the only
Okay.
one right now. That's
Make it two.
you want a 3-minute fight?
I'm not a Rough and Rowdy. I'll fight Rough and Rowdy, but I'm not a 1 minute fighter. I'll fight 3 minutes. I'll fight 6 minutes. I mean, let me take
Wait, we got
That's what I was gonna say.
cut that.
find the
Cut
one-eyed-
that.
We gotta find the one-eyed wolf. Of
One-
fucking
one-
opponent.
I'll take anybody. I really.
All right.
Yeah. I'll take any opponent. I'm not afraid of nobody. No man strikes fear in my heart. I'll fight anybody. I want Bobby Laing, but you know.
Why do you want to fight Bobby? Like, why would you want to fight him?
Everyone wants to fight me.
I don't. No one in this room does.
We both
Mine is him.
We both started at the same time. It was just like he's literally the only one in Rough and Rowdy that is worthy of fighting. Like,
You want to fight Thanos?
I appreciate that.
Like, let's be real. Like, Country Hoodlum, destroy him. Slap for Cash, I would destroy him. Vito with Torpedo, destroy him. They're big dudes, but they're
Vito's
slow.
a torpedo's gigantic.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking house, yeah.
He got hit that slap for cash and it wasn't even a clean hit, and it still dropped him. You know what I mean? So it's like it don't matter how big you are. That has
That's
nothing
true.
to do with
Yeah, it
boxing.
doesn't matter, yeah.
Doesn't matter how big you
So
are.
you're like a 7-day-a-week type trainer.
I'm like
trained boxer?
6'5", yeah.
Either way, that's
I want
way more than I'm gonna do.
because you got it. Like especially with me, with the amount of shit talking I do, I got to be on point. Like tomorrow, someone's like, "Let's go." I got to be ready because I talk shit constantly.
I do get the vibe.
It's a
I get
very
the.
stressful lifestyle.
Yeah.
I get.
Knowing at any
You
day,
have to be on edge.
I
I
am
like
ready
it.
to back this up at all times.
Yeah.
Like coming up, I'm going down. Street Beefs.
Yeah.
You
I've
got-
heard of it. I've heard of it
the,
from.
the owner, Scarface, the bald old fucking gimp looking motherfucker. I'm going down to his gym. We were supposed to fight back in March. We were supposed to go to Cali. Big event, big promotion. Sunk a lot of money into it, a lot of time and effort into it. He ended up backing out. Then he was like that same week, that same night we were supposed to fight. He was like, come to West Virginia and fight me at this bullshit ass gym with half the amount of money. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. And I already had shit prior engaged to be in Vegas that prior week. Like, so that Sunday after the fight, I was supposed to go to Vegas. So I was like, no, it's not happening.
No.
And then he fought like an MMA dude, like a Muay Thai guy that wasn't even a boxer. Like it was like a TKO in like 13 seconds. Then after the fight, like did a little video clip like, oh, the one-eyed wimp, why didn't you come down? So I just got sick of his shit and like on Facebook like a week ago because like I said, I'm a troll. His 17-year-old son, about to be 18, has a picture of a champion belt, but it's from his dad's organization. So I'm like, get a real belt, like from a real organization.
Yeah,
like you
for fuck's
trash
sake.
just like your dad. Dude, everybody started going, why are you talking shit on a kid? Da, 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 da. I'm like, first of all, he's about to be 18. Like, you're not a kid if you're 17.
Yeah.
You're not a kid if you're 15. Like, in this day and age, just because your age is technically a minor doesn't make you a minor.
You get trolled on the internet.
Let's go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You get trolled just like everybody else.
Yeah, bro. There's no exceptions. And like, especially who your dad is.
I want that in like your resume bio for when the pay-per-view comes out, like professional troller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Troll.
we'll make fun of kids.
Like, I'll come at anybody. Like, I have a certain a standard or like, you know what I mean? Or
You ain't gonna
I
act
don't-
like big,
I mean,
small dick booty daddy.
like I would have came at Bobby similar, but I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna have your girl squirting on the drapes. And I'm a pile drive.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have gone into detail like that, but I would have said like, I'm gonna take your girl after. You know, just
No.
something
Why-
simple. It's just, but it's something.
No one who's fought you has ever said that shit.
Simple but effective.
But see, you gotta get under their skin though. Yeah. That's it's all mentality.
It works.
So I'm gonna say whatever I have to say. I'm not gonna. Your grandma just died. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna go dig up her grave and take a deuce. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go to the extreme.
All right, this guy is a troll.
You know what I'm saying? I can take it there, but to me, it really don't do nothing. Because at the end of the day, we all got kids, we all got wives, we all got families, we all got. But I'm a take it to the edge, and then we'll just chill on the cliff for a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna go over the deep end like. Oh, I'm gonna rip your wife's ovaries out and make scrambled eggs with them. And
He's
got lines ready to go. There's no way you're freestyling.
I have a different philosophy on the matter. I think say whatever you want to the person and about that person, but leave their family out of it because you're not fighting their family. You know what I mean? Like
I heard you say that somewhere. You were like,
you're getting
talk your shit in the ring.
It's
you
like,
have to talk your shit in the ring.
About anyone else?
Yeah.
It's like don't talk about them. Talk about me. You're fighting me, motherfucker. Like you get in the ring with me. Like what does my girl have to do with anything? Like, you know what I mean? Leave her out of it.
I gotta ask you, like this. I feel like I ask this question every time you're on. Like, do you think you're gonna fight Jake Paul? Like, get to this type of level of type shit one day? I think it might be every time you win more and more. Like, I don't know. Like, you've gone from the dude in Providence who was like the toughest dude in the South Shore to like. People know Laing Lang's name.
Let's not rule it out, but it's a long shot. So. I would beat his ass.
I don't think Jake Paul wouldn't fight him.
Yeah, regardless of him, though, like I mean, this keeps getting more and more real by the fucking day, is what I guess I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. Jake Paul and Kings of Combat next event.
Yeah.
Nothing's out of the realm of possibility anymore.
You're right.
You're 7-0.
You know, but a couple years ago, I would have never. If you told me I was going to fight Pac-Man Jones, I would have thought that was crazy too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It was crazy. I mean, he's a good dude though.
Watching the motherfucker play.
I know.
Legit. Just was in the ring with him.
It's just funny because I played football my whole life. I legit like remember watching him when I was like a fucking 14-year-old. Being like, yo, this dude's a gangster. Like, he's in trouble for heroin possession. Or,
he's got like a gun in an airport. Let's go.
Wasn't he selling like heroin? This is like,
some
not
shit.
to talk bad about you, Pac-Man, obviously. We're cool. I'm just
great
saying,
guy.
Your early years in the league, you got in trouble for a lot of things. I remember as a little kid watching that, being like, this guy's like, I thought you were cool. I was like, this guy's a fucking gangster. He's in the NFL, and he's like, slinging bricks, like this guy's a fucking badass, like you know what I mean. So I was like a young immature kid. I thought that shit was cool. He had guns, like all that shit. Like, but the point is, I definitely fucking watched him and followed him growing up. Like I knew all about him. You know what I mean? I knew about his whole.
There's
career.
no way you could foresee that you might box him one day.
I mean, I'm boxing back like that's
there's no way
crazy.
you can foresee that.
But then I'm saying fast forward a couple years later, and it's like you're fighting him, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, how the fuck did this happen? Like,
I didn't foresee Kings of Combat happening in Braintree when I signed up for Hedge Better, but this happened.
Yeah,
things happen.
Magic
happens out there, folks.
So question, who would you fight next if you could pick anybody either in the NFL now or like post NFL? Like if you had anyone to pick right now, like
we're
T.O.
Frank Gore.
T.O. would be great.
Frank Gore's
he went professional. You seen that?
Yeah, I saw that. So
Yeah.
I'm trying. We're trying to possibly set up a fight with him too. So
oh my god,
like they're talking to him, I guess. Well, a while back they were talking to him. They never like publicly announced this, but they were telling me they were like, "Oh, we're close to like signing a deal with him or whatever," and I was gonna fight him. And I don't know what happened; it fell through. But he's back on the table, I guess. So that's a possibility in the future. But right, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think Pac-Man rematch is more likely to happen. That should. Hopefully, the next event it'll be me and Pac-Man round 2. But
they need to give y'all more time too, because
I agree.
1 minute for y'all two, you're too fast.
I know. I said the same thing, but they're working on that too. But like I said, there's a lot of things they're working on that. I'm just like, let me know what the deal is. Give me a time and place and who I'm fighting. I'll
tell me when to show up, and I'll be there.
But, they're working on all this shit, so hopefully they get it done. And obviously, Pac-Man round 2. I think that would be. I think that's the
they can
play
take
right
some
now.
notes from Kings of Combat, maybe.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to, because I don't know.
Maybe if this goes good, if either way, I'll set it up with one of them.
They'll be watching. They have to be watching because they're prize fighters doing what he's doing. You know, he's fighting in his hometown. I would hope they would come. To be honest,
that would be dope.
How are they not going to come to watch their prize fighter? Who
Barstool?
Yeah, Barstool should be in the building. There's a lot of fucking Boston guys.
I already invited
Barstool is Boston. You should be in Braintree, Barstool, please. Hank.
So
former guest
after my last fight,
Dana,
we were all at a bar drinking, and I told them all about this, and I was like, "You guys are all welcome to come and be involved in any way, shape, or form. You guys want to be involved, you feel free.
I think they'll be here.
Yeah. So I was like, and if you want to just come hang out and watch, you get free invite. Like, the floor is yours. You guys want to come be a part of it? sure. You want to just come hang out? Either way, fucking, I'll see you there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I'm sure a few of them will come. I'll reach back out to them in a little bit and see, try to set something up.
It's crazy to see that you get to fight in your hometown. Like the fact that you got to get involved with making your own boxing event, like that could fight in your hometown, and you're probably a gym you used to play basketball in.
I literally
as a fucking kid. That's insane. That's fucking nuts.
I should fucking find a picture of me from like my old like youth basketball jersey in that gym that I'm fighting in, put it up on the wall.
Personally, to me, it's a no-brainer. If you fuck with Lights Out Laing, if you fuck with anything we're doing here, like this is a must-attend event. It's right in your backyard. Like, drop the money. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, Steele, you're going to Boston Calling. How much did that cost?
I was like $300 for 3
to watch
days.
9 Inch Nails as a main event.
I bought the ticket when it was Foo Fighters, but like regardless.
I was so let down that
bought it 2 years ago. Fuck
Foo
you.
Fighters back. Like obviously it's not their fault for backing out. Their drummer died, but I was like selfishly I was pissed because I was like fuck. I was looking forward to that. So now I was gonna go to that tonight. Not going. I'm going on Sunday though. I'll be this Sunday. Metallica going to see.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be fucking sick. I'm pumped.
Yeah, when I bought the tickets 2 years ago, it was Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Rage Against the Machine, and that was worth $300. Fuck
yeah.
And now not one of them is there.
Still, I say this all the time. My biggest regret of COVID was missing the Red Hot Chili Peppers at Boston College because they got canceled. Everyone else, all those people bitching about losing their jobs and
you'll get another one.
Can't even buy toilet paper in stores. They fucking can't pay their mortgage. This and that. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I was going to see Red Hot Chili Peppers at Boston Calling, and they got fucking canceled. All right, so trust me, your complaints are falling on deaf ears.
The real problems in society.
That's it. Oh, you can't feed your family. Well, I missed out on Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I don't want to hear it. So, but all right.
Do we have anything else? I think we nailed
everything.
it. Kings of Combat's coming July 16th.
July 16th.
It's fucking coming fast. The months are flying by.
Hit us up for tickets.
Summer.
You can go. Look, you can go to
any of us up.
Go to the website. Hit any of us up. We have physical tickets. You can buy them. You can buy merch. And just get ready because it's gonna be a big day and it's gonna sell out quick. So get your tickets soon.
100%. And Bobby, congrats on another win.
Champ is the
There's
champ
nothing
still.
better than Bobby. I mean, you're the most senior veteran fucking guest we have. 7 times now.
Yeah, 7 times.
7 times. One-Eyed Wolf. Pleasure to fucking have you on the airwaves. I wish the best for you. I wish the best for you in your fight, Steele.
Yeah.
Ride him out. Give him
Absolutely.
a yup. Go Celtics tonight.
Yes, Celtics
Go
in 6.
Celtics.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
Later.
We're also live, so let's not say anything crazy now that we think we're over. Until we get someone
Good
back
call.
in.
Great call.
2022 is here. Do you have your resolution? Here's an idea. Make your way down to Slight Edge Fitness and Performance located in Braintree, Mass. Owned and operated by Coach Craig Kelly, you can be assured you are getting the best training around. Whether looking to improve your health or gain a slight edge on your competition, this is the gym for you. Group fitness classes as well as personalized one-on-one training are both available. Make sure to visit slightedgefit.com as well as follow them on Instagram at slightedgefitness and set up a consultation today. It's time to get fit, so let it rip.
And that was Bobby Lights Out Laing coming on for what, the 7th time?
7th time, 7-0. Undefeated champ. No one can stop him. He's an unstoppable force, and he's fighting in Braintree. July 16th.
Kings of Combat.
Kings of
Big
Combat.
plug there.
You got great to hear Justin and see him on the camera too.
Yep, big announcement. I think it's Justin's first time behind the camera on an actual show for his podcast too.
Minus the one he's on with the trenches, but
The Trenches, he would do the football show, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
he's never been on our show.
Yeah, never been on. So.
Never been on our show.
And the
so
guy does everything.
he does everything, so that's a good little introduction. He wants to start popping it on camera a little bit more.
So give us a little synopsis, Medeiros, because me and Craig weren't there. What was the best thing you saw from Laing around this time?
He's next level. He's not like the first interview when we had him in. He's a different man now. Like he's a bad man. Like he's talking his shit. He knows what he is and training every day.
You know how I'd
So
compare
you
it
don't
to?
fuck with him. I don't know. Like it's him fighting in Braintree to me is a must-see event if you fucking have been paying attention to him, or just are a South Shore person.
This is our Mike Tyson. This is Bobby Laing in his prime, fresh out of jail. Like, he's not in jail, but he's technically in jail every day being a CO. He's in his prime. If you watch our first interview compared to our last interview, like, bro, he was asking why we wanted him on the show originally when we first got him, because he knew how big of a guest we got. Now, like, you see where his stardom has hit, like the level of like dedication to. I know he stopped drinking on Fridays and Saturdays. He's not going out anymore. He's training every single day.
He's a married man as well. So
married man as
shout
well.
out to that.
And especially after that last fight, he explained to me he is ready to kill someone right now. He's ready to punch. So July 16th is going to be an absolute event.
Is there someone already set up to fight him?
He did announce it. Dylan Bostic. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. You're just going to go down as a guy who lost the lights on Laing anyway. You're going to be.
Is he a pro fighter? Is he?
No.
Amateur?
This will be amateur, but he's got a big following or whatnot on social media. So
oh, nice. So good. They'll get the hype going. Oh, nice.
They've been supposedly this fight was supposed to happen multiple times in Rough N Rowdy. So I don't know if it's bad blood. Definitely not like small dick booty daddy, but
yeah, I won't keep asking. I'll listen to the interview myself. But yeah,
it was good. Good energy.
Great having Bobby on. I wish I could have got here.
Shout out to One Eyed Wolf too. He's a Rough N Rowdy fighter. He's a Lights Out Laing guy.
Will he be in Kings of Combat as well?
He's fighting in Kings of Combat.
Yeah,
he's looking for an opponent, and he called out people. So
oh, nice.
I think I called out Coco officially. So
oh, really?
I think that went official.
Wow.
I might also have a fight in the making. Haven't made it official yet. We still need to get the details underway, but you also might see me in the ring there. Adam, we got to see you in the ring potentially?
No, I'm good.
The gout's acting up.
Oh.
That's a tough shout out.
There was also a great moment where I was possibly given the keys to the kingdom on the Ring Girl contest. That could be big. That could be.
You know what I want? I want the play-by-play. That's what I want.
Have we talked about the Ring Girl yet?
Tommy Guarino is my pronouncing that guy's name. He's doing it.
He's doing the
couple
play-by-play?
of his boys, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And Lang's gonna hop on and do commentary.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, TikTok Mark too. Mark Lewis is so cool. Shout out. And also one other guy, I forget his name. Christian, maybe? He's been featured on Tommy's new videos.
I said it's in the interview.
But also with the ring girls, back to it. Have we decided on who the ring girls are yet for this competition?
Justin pretty much said you go find them.
All right, because I have some girls lined up, but I was talking about maybe we should do an interview process for the ring girl situation because there's only 3 rounds. Obviously, we're gonna have a bunch of fights that night. We're not gonna have 3 the entire night, but I think we should do like a live action like interview process of trying to get these ring girls in here.
It sounds like a job for.
I'm open to anything. I want you to. I'd love for you to.
Sounds like a Showtime Magic tackle right there.
I'd love for you to tag team me with this. You know,
that maybe we'll get that done. That'll be coming out soon, very soon.
It feels like a peak moment for my life.
What's with the call out of Coco before we spin it to Sports Talk?
The high slot, the night of Rough N Rowdy when Bobby fought, some high slot guys were in here, and I don't know. They just keep saying they want. Fights want to happen, and I was like, I'll fight it. Anyone but Vinny, because I like Vinny. He's a friend of mine.
So you don't like the other guys?
I do like them, but I just don't have I have no connection with Robbie or Coco. I guess I do with Coco. I don't know. I think Coco would be a fun guy to fight.
Yeah.
If it goes down, it goes down. If it doesn't, I'll move on to another person.
Now, if you hit him and you hurt him early on, are you going to feel bad and stay away?
No, I listen to the intervw. I adamantly said this is redemption for me.
Okay,
so,
I love it.
Offense. Good. I said no offense to Coco, but
hey,
Magic
he
ain't my brother.
Back in the ring, love to see it.
And if I get my ass kicked, that's karma.
Exactly.
Speaking of back in the ring, for the first time since 2010, the Boston Celtics have advanced to the NBA Finals, defeating the Miami Heat in 7 games. What was that? Sunday night, a big 100-96 game W on the Miami Heat's home court. Just feels quickly before I get to the negativity to see this team at 25-25 after 50 games this season, and then jump out to an overall. I think it's got to be like 60. I think their record overall this season now, combined with everything, is 63-37. I did it. They played 100 games. So from where they were, if you want to do that math, 25-25 to that is remarkable.
12 losses.
12 losses.
That's
12.
kind of nuts, actually.
Yeah, after the All-Star break, they went absolutely insane. That's when Jason Tatum started getting those 50-point games back-to-back. That's when they started clicking a little bit better. It's when they started to get the big men, started playing more with our
Yeah,
Time
but
Lord.
even the resiliency of this team, you go back to the Brooklyn series, a shit show, 4-0 sweep, love it. But the Milwaukee series, they took a back seat in Game 5, they blew it, and they instead of fumbling, completely getting out of it, they went 2 in a row to do it, and then you had a chance to clinch it on your home court in Game 6 against the Heat, and you kind of dropped the ball on that. So they were leading. There was not 1 second of Game 7 where they weren't leading. Obviously, got a little hairy at the end. I'll talk about that a little bit. But it's great to see the Celtics moving on. And, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, they're saying split them all up. And what do you know? They have a chance now against definitely the best team of the last decade to, hang up banner 18. And I'm very happy to see it.
It's going to be a good finals. It's got to be.
The one thing I have to say, just a quick interjection, I have a bone to pick with you, Magic. I saw you guys' predictions while I was away. Please tell me you picked the Heat out of like a bad mojo to try and throw them off.
Yes.
Okay, because I saw you and Anton both pick the Miami Heat to beat the Celtics.
It was Pat Foley. Pat Foley was finally right about something. I only took the Celtics because Pat Foley has lost like every single lane down the line.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it would be forced Game 7 due to ref type shit. I just felt that.
It was Game 7.
The wrangle?
No, Game 6 I chose them
Shout
to
out to
lose.
Joe Murray, the wrangle.
What do you mean?
When he came on, the ref angled to
The wrangle.
The wrangle.
Love that.
I mean, I don't know if I'd blame Game 6 all on the refs. I definitely not, but
no,
there are questionable calls made towards the end where.
And credit where credit's due, the best player in this series was Jimmy Butler. He was insane.
Best in the series,
best player in the series, no doubt. If he wasn't playing well for the Heat had zero chance.
I took some
47 points in that Game 6 win. He was a 3-point. That's what we were prairie dogging those last 3 minutes. They were up 12 with like 3 minutes left. They went on like a 12-0 run. No, they went on like whatever it was, like an 8-0 run or something like that. And then it came down to 25 seconds, game on the line. Jimmy Butler decides to take the 3 instead of going to the rim there in transition. Al Horford covering him. Do you guys remember that part?
Yes,
Would you?
I do. I didn't remember it until I watched the replays.
Yeah,
but I thought we won handily, which shows the level of fucked upness I was.
That last 12 points, couple minutes. Yeah,
it was handily till the end. Now, would you?
But I did not know that we were only up 2 with 10 seconds. Yeah, when I watched that back, I was like, "Oh shit, we like almost."
If we hit it with you, we would have been down 1. Would you have taken that shot if you were him, or would you have drove? Because the paint was pretty open. He could have tied the game up.
If you pause it and look at it, he had an open lane. All he had to beat was Al Horford. That was a dumb shot by him.
He had a good 3. Look at a 3 too, though. I mean,
Jimmy Butler is an absolute killer. I would live and die by that 3-point any day.
But with that much time left, would you take
10 seconds?
Absolutely. We're either gonna win right here or we're gonna lose. I love that. If I'm a Miami Heat fan, I'll go to bed with that. Even though there are no true Miami Heat fans, like that place has a watch.
A what? A wash?
Yeah, a watch. Okay. They were leaving with probably 3 minutes to go, and then once they were down 2, they were probably trying to run back in like they were in that finals when Ray Allen hit that 3. Yeah.
I took some major fire over the weekend, especially Game 6, where I was like, Jimmy. I'm a big Jimmy Butler guy.
I'm huge Jimmy.
In Game
Butler.
6, he obviously was going off and fucking everything. Like, guy couldn't miss.
He was the best player.
And everyone's like, I didn't know you were a Jimmy Butler guy. What the hell is this?
I don't even think it's up for debate. He was the best player of the series.
He was lights up, but I got to give it to Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum was good himself, but he also had like really bad games, and I guess Jimmy Butler did too.
He did. That's what I mean. Yeah, but like you just said, if Butler doesn't go off in those games, they're not even winning.
Yeah,
any game. So I'll give you that.
Kyle Lowry, I'm just sick of.
Dude, he had nothing to do in those entire games.
Game 6, he did good.
He played good in Game 6.
Know who had a huge game? Well, not even like a huge game because I think they only had 9 points. But Bam, like the level of if you look back on the highlights, I was in Germany, so the game was at 3:30 in the morning, so I had to watch the highlights the next morning. Bam Adebayo had the loudest 9 points I've ever seen. Like
was that Game 6? Yeah.
No, in Game 7.
He had 25 points.
In Game 7?
Yeah.
Maybe he was up until a certain point.
Yeah. he went off in Game 7, 25-11.
20? Oh, okay. All right, so then it was maybe someone else. Who was the other guy that Kappa?
No one in particular.
Who had 9 points?
No one had Victor Oladipo.
No, maybe
Victor Oladipo was probably outside of Butler their best player in the series. I mean, he had a lot of strings of getting it going. But for me, I think this series all comes down to the Celtics not playing their best basketball. I think the Celtics could have took care of business in this series in 5 if they actually, they created so many turnovers like for themselves in this series where you let the Miami Heat back in it. Like they should have probably won game 1, but they turned over the ball way too much. So they went on a huge streak. Even in game 6, they could have won that one too. The only one that was kind of was a game 4. Yeah, game 4.
Was that was the one they still cut it
close?
No,
that was game 3 they lost. Game 3 they cut it and they brought it close.
But
they lost that game on turnovers alone. That was the emphasized game of like we lost this game because we turned over the ball. But you know what? If they play better basketball, they have a great opportunity here. But my bottom line point of all that is, if they play like that they did against the Heat, they will get killed in the NBA Finals. Yeah. Killed.
Yeah, they can't have turnovers like that where people are shooting 3-point percentages at like 66%.
Guys like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, who have been there and done that all in the finals. Has so much experience into it. I think they have over 140 games experience combined. The Warriors roster has, and the Celtics has 0. So I take that big into account going into the series.
Yeah, that will hurt. What series do you think they've played best?
Played best?
Oh, it's got to be
Brooklyn.
It's got to be Brooklyn. They were just on all cylinders, and yeah, Brooklyn's not the best team wise. They just had the best 2 players. You go back to the Milwaukee series, there was only one game they really flaked. They could have probably won that series in 6. And then Miami, I still don't think they've played their best basketball yet.
Maybe they're saving it.
I hope they're saving it.
I don't have doubts on them though right now. I know what you're saying. Yeah, they fucked up some games, and I don't know how good this Warriors team is. Like maybe they'll bury us a little bit better than the Heat did.
Do you have a prediction of the series yet, or how it's going to go? Or?
Yeah, so I'll just diving right into it. I'll go off a little bit. It's good to see that everyone kind of has a real strangle about the, how many days off they have now. But I like it. I think it's good for the Celtics, as Robert Williams and Marcus Smart have not been healthy throughout this whole playoffs. I'm sure there's other guys hurting too. You see Jaylen Brown grabbing a knee, things like that. So that will definitely help both sides. I just think this comes down to experience, man, and people who have been there and done that. Steph Curry's probably my favorite non-Celtics player, like ever. I'm going to be rooting diehard for the Celtics. But talk about 2 great storylines. And you have the Celtics, like I said, 25-25. Best comeback like in the season, probably in NBA history. And then you have the other side of the Golden State Warriors who, Klay Thompson's been out for 2 years with 2 different knee injuries. They were lottery picks. They were a lottery pick 2 seasons ago. I think they just squeaked in the play-in game last year. So that's a team who's won 3 titles before, went to 5 straight finals or something like that. So, them coming all the way back and winning a championship for their legacies, there's a lot on the line between these 2 teams. And, I think whatever the NBA box offices, they must be loving this because if it was Miami versus Golden State, I think that people would be a little upset. I think countrywide, a lot of people like the Celtics and a lot of people like the Warriors. So I think people are making out, like bandits, going into this NBA Finals.
It's a perfect Finals.
Yeah. For me, the Celtics got to play perfect basketball or they're going to go down. I think the Golden State Warriors definitely should clearly be the favorites in this. You have Celtics who haven't, been here before, but have, elite players that have shown themselves all season. You see Jason Tatum, the catalyst there with a first team All NBA. You got 2 guys that were on defensive player all-star teams. But when it comes down to it, experience is what I'm going to go for. But the half-glass full opinion on the Celtics is they had the tougher road. They played Brooklyn. They played Milwaukee, Durant, Giannis, Jimmy Butler. So you look at Golden State. They played Jokic, but the Denver's a bunch of frauds. Jamal Murray wasn't playing. And then you go into the Memphis Grizzlies series. Memphis had a great year, but they weren't really championship contenders, especially when
John Morant.
And he went down too, so that happened. And then Luka got lucky in Game 7, won by $1 billion over the Suns. And my hat's off to Dallas. I'm a big fan of Dallas Mavericks. Big shout out to CVJ there, but that was a team that beat them handily in 5. So if you want to look down to the roads there, it is going to be a great series. But if I'm making my prediction, I just think it's just a perfect, not storybook ending, but storybook continuance of, Klay Thompson, coming back to this team. They're all really gelling at the right time. Steph Curry has a chance to tie LeBron in NBA Finals. I know that's all good and all, but this team is just as good as the Celtics on both sides of the ball. I tend to favor their offense a little bit more and the Celtics defense a little bit more. I know defense wins championships, but my prediction, I'm taking Golden State in 6 games.
I hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it. Get this guy out of I mean,
there's only 2 ways this ends. It's either we're going to get fucking blown out. It's going to be an embarrassment. They're going to nonstop hit threes. We're not going to be able to stop it. It's going to be funny.
I'm not worried about that.
Or it's going to be the Celtics going to play hard-nosed, Boston-style playing, whether it be the Celtics or the Bruins, put the body on them, get some players roughed up a little bit, know they don't have an easy shot, and play that young game. Same thing. A lot of these players on the Golden State, they are on the older type. We have a very young team. And we also both are kind of not have a strong center too. So it's going to be a lot of the points that we played, even versus Milwaukee and the Heat, a lot of our points were in the paint. A lot of us was driving, and that's the difference when I was saying early in the season, we need to see Jason Tatum driving instead of holding the ball on the outside perimeter. We need to see Jaylen Brown go. And Jaylen Brown in Game 7, I think, was the reason we won that game because of how much he was driving in, doing these extra double pump fakes, going underneath and scoring on these easy layup buckets that we've been missing all year round. If we continue to play that style of basketball, hard-nosed basketball, I think we have a good chance at winning it. And like you said, I don't know if we're going to blow them out, but I think we could take it to a Game 7. I hope it doesn't go that far, but...
On the Celtics end, you look at 3 things. Defense wins championships. Their defense, has been great. Their record in the last 5 years is better than any team's record in the NBA against the Golden State Warriors.
Under Steve Kerr, yep.
And, it's kind of just the destiny of the Celtics there and everything. But for me, I just think it comes down to the killer instinct. When the game is on the line and you need, a shot, are Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown killers? Are they going to step up and make a shot? No, it's going to try to be Marcus Smart, and Marcus Smart is a straight killer. I do not deny that at all, but the fact that he's the one, when I say killer, I more or less mean balls to take a big-time shot. And I think he's the only one out of the 3 to be like, all right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to hit it.
I think this is Tatum's moment. I think it's Tatum's moment
I
where
really
he'll get
hope it is, but I just saying there's too many there's too many killers on the Golden State edge to even consider me taking the Celtics in this series. And don't get me wrong, as a fanhood, let's go Celtics. Like I want them to win in 4. I don't want
me too.
Are the Warriors better than the Bucks?
Yes.
The Warriors roster, that championship team that has won that 5 times straight, they're one of the greatest teams of all time. Steph Curry is the greatest, one of the, if not the greatest shooter, 3-point shooter of all time, maybe even field goal shooter in general.
This would be his most impressive work, though, without a guy next to him like Kevin Durant. You got a bunch of guys who are coming off injuries. Draymond Green's been hurt all season, like I said, with Thompson coming off 2 knee surgeries. This would be the most impressive thing because they don't just have those guys who have been there and done that. They also got a guy, Jordan Poole, who's averaged close to 15, 20 points. Gary Payton II, who hasn't played in a little bit. He's been big for that team this year. They have a lot of guys who weren't supposed to be who they are, and they've become rock stars to match up with already their 3 probably future Hall of Famers they already have. So when you put that all together, that's championship basketball right there.
I agree.
I won't deny it, but yeah, I got none. My analysis is literally none, so I'm going off straight vibes. Let's just fucking get it. It doesn't matter. The Celtics are a hotter team. They're hotter. 12 losses since the All-Star break.
Yeah, I mean,
give or take.
Golden State's only lost 4 games in the playoffs, but yeah.
Sure. Easier road.
Easier road.
The Mavericks are not that fucking good.
But was it an easier road, or did they just make it look easy? That's the question.
I think it's an easier road.
Because if you really go back and think about it, yeah, Denver's not that good, but they have the reigning 2-time MVP playing. Memphis, we think they're not that good. They had probably the 2nd or 3rd MVP candidate, and probably my MVP probably this year, if it's not for Joel Embiid. Forget joking. I'm not big on joking. And then you have Dallas, who, that's one that I'm just like, they're kind of lucky to be there. They have 1 player. So
I'd be interested to see how they would have done against like the Bucks. Or how do they match up against the Bucks?
So That's the thing that I think a big X factor in the series, and you could say Marcus Smart is the X factor in every series the Celtics will ever play in ever. But I think a big one will be Rob Williams because outside, I mean, Draymond Green is 6'9" or whatever. They don't have too many bigs where, you really, I think it's Kevin Looney or something like that. But I think Rob Williams or even Daniel Tice, if he steps in there, Al Horford's played extremely well. I mean, hold on about that. Big shout out to Al Horford there for getting the NBA Finals.
First finals.
First finals, got a $5 million bonus for making the finals.
Ooh.
And he had the longest, most playoff games played without reaching an NBA Finals. So I'm glad that streak is broken. And Papa Tito Horford was out there celebrating with him. It's just a great guy to root for, and I think they already said they're going to exercise his $26.2 million option next season for the Celtics. So I mean that's been a lights out line, been an absolute lights out trade for our GM basketball operations, Brad Stevens. There's a big shout out to him as well.
Anytime you watch Al Horford play in the playoffs, it's playoff Al. Like even the beginning when we were playing Brooklyn, he was 12 for 14 one game, just literally can't miss a shot. I think his percentage went from in the playoffs 75% to 84% after that first game or something crazy.
These facts I have to.
He's starting to
insane.
He's starting to do that Marcus Smart thing though, where he just puts up 4.5 rebounds, 3 assists, but he played awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter about the stats. It just matters about how he's playing, and he's getting rebounds, he's boxing out, he's playing defense, setting picks.
He's hitting threes too.
He's hitting threes.
Like you said, they're gonna have to play perfect to win it. That is a fact.
Bill Belichick.
I just don't know. I don't think you can genuinely sit there and say that they aren't capable of that. With the momentum is there. They got fucking momentum. They got ballers. We're gonna learn if these people become killers right here, right now. We don't know.
It's a good point, man.
We don't know. You're good. I mean, the Warriors have been there and done that, but fuck it.
Will there be any distractions in San Francisco when they play on Sunday?
None. This Celtics team.
Thursday. Sorry.
What do you mean? They were just in Miami. No distractions.
No distractions. Okay.
I don't think so. There's nothing in San Fran. They're locked in. I think Celtics.
We hit in the balcony for $600.
No chance. I almost want to go Celtics in 4 to be Celtics in 5 to be like Steele. I'll take Steele's spot here. Celtics in 5. I don't even believe it when I say it. Celtics in 7.
Everyone's saying 7. I'm saying Golden. I'm sticking to Golden State in 6. I've been trying to change it all day. I've been sitting here what am I going to actually say Golden State's going to win this? Because I want to say the Celtics so bad, but I just think it's Golden State's year. I think they kind of. It opened up for them because the Suns lost. We all thought it was going to be Suns Warriors. Winner's probably going to win the ship. But once the Suns went down, they kind of had an easier road. And now, that's to the point too. The Celtics road has been so tough to where,
that helps.
You're literally, if you want to put the names on paper, they're probably playing the 4 most talented teams in the NBA to win a championship.
100%. And I love how it was the revenge tour, how we've lost to each last of the
last
previous
3 seasons.
teams in the last 3 seasons. That's awesome. So, I mean, this could be the revenge tour. Same thing. We're all in huge on Destiny. That kid got the tattoo, the 2022 Boston Celtics championship tattoo, which, guy could be a prophet.
And another thing, too, I think the Eastern Conference is so competitive that, you don't know when you're going to be back here, man. So you got to take full advantage of this right now.
Yeah. No, right now is definitely the time. If there's an opportunity for them to be in the finals, it's this year.
I think they know, and I'm glad they made mistakes almost against Miami. To learn from that. It's bad. I'd rather them fuck it up and learn before the finals. I think we're going to see them play their best ball, or it's going to be ugly.
All you have to do is win by 1.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Unless you cover a point spread now. Big.
That's a fact. Any big bets on this? Throwing some money?
No, me and some friends over in Scottsdale took home some legal sports gambling home when I was there. Big shout out to my cousin there and had a nice bachelor party out there. It's good to just have an access to your phone and just I can't wait till it becomes legalized in Massachusetts.
We can use Hedge Better.
Better app. Check it out soon, coming early 2023.
See my plug there? Yeah.
Great plug.
Craig, did you have a prediction of the series? What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, I think Celtics in 7. I think it's great. And so Game 7 would be back
That'd be in Golden State.
Oh, in Golden State. Okay. So
We have 6. So if they win in 6, it's here.
So how many have we sent back on the road? Did we win Milwaukee on the road too?
Milwaukee was at home, won 7.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Game 7 was here because we had the better.
And
record.
Golden State gets the home court because they had 2 more wins than us in the regular season. That's how they
Normally.
determine that.
That's fine.
So the series is going to go 2-2, 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's why Celtics haven't been in the championship in like 10 years, and the last time they were in it, it was 2-3-2. So like the away team would have an advantage almost if they steal one on the road in the first 2 games. You get 3 straight at home. I was kind of back. I was like, nice if they like.
Went back to it.
Yeah, because I'd honestly rather have that, but that's fine. They have a game 6, so if you up 3-2.
Because we knew that in the 08 series, because when that Paul Pierce game happened, knowing that it was 2 games and then they're going back to you cannot lose one of those 2 games. That's why those first 2 games when they was in Boston were absolutely fucking insane.
That's why you got to look for a steal here in one of the first 2 games.
Yeah, we need it.
Definitely.
If we can win this first game too, and like same thing, keep that momentum going, keep the energy high. I think we have a good chance. I think the Celtics are being counted out so heavily, so early. Even the odds in Vegas' favor is -160. I think for Golden State, like
the -160 and the Celtics like +140. So
like heavily underdog, but I think they might have a chance here.
Yeah, we'll see it, and it's exciting to see. I can't believe Ime Udoka didn't even get a vote for the Coach of the Year, and he's in the fucking finals.
It's insulting.
What a joke!
It's insulting.
The NBA is a bunch of losers.
I'm peeling so fucking bad on my back. That skin's just flying off of my
Leave
apologies.
that alone.
Got some serious sun this week.
You guys do anything big over Memorial Day weekend? Anything fun worth sharing?
Showtime was in Germany.
I was doing
more
a little
fun than what I was doing.
I was doing a little supercar rally racing in Germany on the Autobahn, having a little fun. For shout out Chris Baker getting married September to Emma. Had a great celebration for that.
Oh, it was a bachelor party?
Yeah, it was a bachelor party.
Oh, nice, good stuff.
Yeah, the kid's like obsessed with cars. So instead of doing the old Vegas where everyone goes, Dad took us on a private jet to Germany. Had a little fun over there. Did like Audi R8s, BMW M4s. We did like the S classes, Maybachs, G wagons. We like drove those through like the Austrian hills where like the Sound of Music was filmed. Just all around great experience.
That's next level.
Yeah, I worked out a lot too when I was in Germany. People don't understand like food in Europe. I feel like I've never ate so much, and I feel like I've lost 10 pounds when I went over there. Like
keep it light.
They just keep it light. But it's weird because instead of bread over there, they have pretzels. Like Bavarian pretzels. So instead of a bagel of cream cheese, you just have a pretzel in the morning. And instead of like eggs and sausages, or bacon, you just have boiled sausages that are liverwurst. And I'm not kidding you, they're fucking amazing. You feel great. I was running every day.
It doesn't sound great, but
I'll take your word. Yeah, I'll take your word.
I mean, I'm German.
I would
the old Bavarian kingdom, but
I wouldn't hate a nice fucking pretzel for breakfast. That doesn't sound bad.
And honestly, how would you cut a pretzel if you want
popcorn?
If you wanted to split a pretzel with me, how would you do it?
Split.
You just rip it in half, dude. They cut it right down the middle, like a legit
so it's like a bag.
Yeah, you can literally open each side and you
throw
the top
some mustard on that. What'd you throw on it?
There was spicy brown honey mustard, original yellow.
You're making me want a fucking pretzel like real bad. Right now.
I fucking go to Bavaria. I learned a lot about the history in Germany. Learned some language, couple pickup lines, couple hey how you doing, couple spare words.
Any chicks?
I got some stories. Maybe I'll save that for the Showtime Magic interview, but it's a little X-rated for the Steele and Nazz lines.
How fast is the fastest you went in any of the cars?
Yeah, so I probably went like on average speed. All the cars in kilometers over there, so I was probably going about average 200 kilometers, which is probably 160 miles an hour. I think the fastest I got up to is probably 230. So like right around 200 miles an hour, like right, give or take.
What are you driving these on a track?
No, this is on the Autobahn. So this is just on public highways. But in Germany, there's no speed limit. So there's no cops patrolling it. So you can literally go as fast as possible.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so you're literally going 200.
What happens if someone's like going 100 in front of you and you're just ripping 200?
It's five open lanes. So like literally a car will be going, so I'll take miles per hour. So a car will be going like 60 in one lane, 65 in the next one, 70 in the next one. And then the fast lane, they're probably going 120. And then in the left lane where it's like the Autobahn track lane, like you're literally going 200 miles an hour. So imagine you being on the highway
They
going
just know
60.
their role? Like people just know their role?
You know your role.
Is there anyone beeping? Like you see mad people beeping?
No. It's you literally know. Because
that could never happen
you're not,
around here. It could never
I don't know,
happen
because
around
I've done supercar rallies from New York to Pennsylvania, and I've done 200 miles an hour, like same thing on a 3-lane highway. But there's cops patrolling, but we have like spotters and stuff. But just depends how good you are at driving. Like a lot of these professional drivers. Like Sky was going to do a 24-hour Nuremberg race after. So after he gave us a tour, he went 6 hours to Nuremberg and then did a 24-hour race after that.
We might have to get with one of these kind of people on the show.
I got his number. I made some good connections over there. Like, yeah, we'll definitely have some people on.
Let's talk some fucking car racing. Yeah. Why not?
Even
F1's hot these days.
Who we just got the mutual follow was Fetty Wap is huge in the car industry.
Wow.
If you look up Fetty Wap, he has a personal car page. It's called F80 Fetty. He's got the Wolfpack gang. It's the name of his car club. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the car industry and like entertainment industry. You wouldn't even understand they're involved in these types of events, and they just show up to these meets.
Where was the big race that was in the Indy 500? It was in like France or something over the weekend?
Oh no, that was the Monaco.
Yep. Was that France?
Monaco. I'm not actually sure.
Monaco's like
South of France.
Yep.
But
that looked radical, like the whole like in and outs and.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the one that was in Miami recently? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game though in South France though.
Oh yeah, of course. But that's the same league.
Yeah,
same cars.
But just like the overview of just like the towns.
Well, is that the Alfani coast?
I couldn't tell you.
Or is that in Italy?
I couldn't go that far there.
So yeah, whatever they are, they're racing literally alongside they're literally going alongside like the Mediterranean coast, right? That's the coolest thing. Imagine crashing.
You die.
Can't. No, yeah. I'm not going to even going 200 miles per hour on the Autobahn. Sounds
no, it
pretty
looked like they
sketchy.
slowed down around the turns, and it's like, wow, they're actually like not trying to die.
Well, so we learned a little racing. So they say slow in the corners, fast out of it. So you're like going slow, bang
going
out of
slow, peace out.
I crashed the car, by the way. When we were in the BMW experience, I turned off my traction control and came around the last corner going about 130. I thought I'd be able to control it and like drift it out. Dude, I literally came across and went straight across, like literally crashed this car.
What happened?
Was it totaled?
No, it wasn't totaled. I literally just pulled back out of the like dirt area. The instructor didn't even see. He was like, "You all right back there?" Because he saw like dirt piling up, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Just kept
going.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have an instructor with you? Or like,
yeah. So we had like
like
the different types of events. We had all these different instructors and stuff, like teaching us all the different tricks and stuff. So
there we go.
Germany, give it a rating, 1 to 10. First time for you?
First time in Europe in general. I'd give it a 9.4.
Oh, that's tough because that's your first place you've been to. Then you're gonna have to rate everything.
It's just I just know I love Germany. I love the culture. I love the amount of like people.
Sounds like you're having a dream trip. 9.4 is probably accurate.
That's what I mean. It's like
you're not going and racing cars.
Well, you just use the quote. I just know.
I just know.
He just knows. Yeah.
I just know if I were to go to Romania, I wouldn't probably like it as much as Germany. Lithuania, all set. Probably give it a 6 just looking at the place. Probably just off the name.
Maybe that Eiffel Tower though in France might get you. That might get you a 10.
We were gonna take a ride over.
What if you take like a nice smoke show and get married right in front of the Eiffel Tower?
What, that Eiffel Tower in the Quincy Center parking lot?
Honestly, going 200 miles an hour on the Autobahn sounds way more fun than that.
That's why he's Showtime.
I will wrap up. That's all from Steele and Nazz, episode 81. I want to give a big shout out to Hedge Better, Justin, everything you do. Appreciate it. Slight Edge Fitness and Performance, and the law offices of Patrick J. Foley. Big shout out to all y'all. We're going to have another great weekend coming up here, the Celtics NBA Finals. Thursday night, we're recording right now, back end on a Tuesday. So, yeah, let's go. Z's.
Hey, let's go Celtics.
Go Celtics.
See you, Steele.
Steele.